Hi friends, welcome to Credit B. We are back with yet another very important lecture on the current affairs series from 9th and 10th October 2020-21. So I hope you are preparing well for your examination. So these are the lectures that is going to give a boost to your preparation. Do come to our YouTube channel regularly for such important lectures. So let's begin with the first news article from 9th and 10th October 2021. So this is specifically for the phase 2. Okay, so, since you have phase 2 upcoming for the NABARD grade A and grade B, so we are specifically focusing on those two examination. But yes, overall, we focus on only phase 2, right? So, let's begin. So, so I think that you already know that Air India has been, this investment has been done in Air India, right? So, who has purchased it? Tata Group. But, Tata Group has made a bid from MS Teles Private Limited. Okay, a wholly owned subsidiary means this is a subsidiary of Tata Sons Private Limited. Okay, so 100% equity has been purchased. So the winning bid is rupees 18,000 crore, but this 18,000 crore is not the cash component that we are going to look. And this with this 18,000 crore non-core asset will not be given to the Tata Group. Okay, so what is land core? Including land, buildings, and whatever since Air India was a government organization, so there were many quarters under the Air India. Those will not be given to the Tata, right? Only the jets, the slots that we are going to see in the next lecture. So see, this was the price. This was the price. 12,906 crore was reserved by the government. That minimum bid price is this. So Tata Group has a bid of 18,000 crore. Now this 18,000 crore is not the cash component. 2,700 crore is the cash component. Means Tata Group is going to give only 2,700 crore to the government of India. Okay. And rest 15,300 crore debt will be taken over. So Air India is a debt carrier, right? So maybe banks owe money, shareholder owes money. So whosoever owes money, the total money is 15,300 crore. That is what Tata Group is. That is what Tata Group is expected to take. Okay. So now see, separately Tata will have to pay 9185 crore on account of capitalized lease obligation of 42 leased aircraft, primarily in the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft. Okay, so 42 leased aircraft is 42. There are 42 leased aircraft, primarily Boeing 787 Dreamliner, biggest aircraft. Okay, long haul aircraft. So this was the important thing that you should know. Then let's move to the next news article, that is Sprint Zero One Bank Tech. Now, what is this? You know, this Bank Tech is hosted jointly by IFSCA and Gift City in collaboration with Niti Aayog. Now, let's see. So, IFSCA, International Financial Service Center Authority, and Gift City in Gujarat has launched iSpring 2021. What is this? This is a global fintech hackathon series of IFSCA. Okay, hackathon series means many the developers will come and present their work. So that is what this hackathon does, or this is an event. Then the first sprint of the series, Sprint Zero One BankTech, is focused on the fintech for the banking sector. Means some innovative solution for a problem in the banking space, right? So that is what uh, that that this authorities IFSCA, GIFT City, and Niti Aayog is addressing to. Okay, following the announcement by the Honorable Finance Minister in the Union Budget on supporting world-class fintech hubs at GIFT City IFSCA. Okay, so the Finance Minister has announced it in the budget. So IFSCA had introduced a framework for regulatory sandbox. Now, what is regulatory sandbox? So you might be remembering that we have a video in YouTube channel. Still, in one line, I will explain you. So see, financial technology apps or website or any new technologies when it comes. So if it goes to the market without proper testing, it can create a rucksack in the market and huge loss for the consumer and for the business as well. Okay. So before they get into the market, right? So they are being provided a test environment. It's like a real life test environment. Okay. The regulatory sandbox is an environment which provides the same kind of environment how which replicates the real life scenarios so that the fintech companies can test their apps, website, or whatever technology that they have built before making it live on the real with real transactions. Maybe you and I are using like UPI is today. Okay, so in October 2020, which allows the fintech entities to facilitate and flexibilities to experiment with innovative fintech solutions in a live environment with a limited set of real customers for a limited time frame. Okay. The finalists of this hackathon shall be allowed direct entry into IFSC regulatory by innovation scientists. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Very, very important. So, this type of hackathon helps government to identify the uh, the solution that a financial technology company that a banking space is going through. Okay, so through this hackathon, many technologies can emerge. Then, river ranching program. Okay, the Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Shri Purushottam Rupala, launched the river ranching program at Bridge Ghat, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, not every detail is important. Where it is launched? Uttar Pradesh. At the same time, other four states, namely Uttarakhand, Odisha, Tripura, and Chhattisgarh, also participate in the nationwide river ranching program. Very important line. Only four states. Okay. Then, total five states have participated to the national level river ranching program. Okay. And a total of rupees 8.85 lakh fingerlings were ranched. More than 1060 NOS of participation from these five states have made the national level river ranching program a grand success. Okay, so again, not much detail have been added in the video. If you go through our monthly magazine that we release on a daily basis, you can get all the details that is there in this news. And let's move forward to the number 4, My Port app. So, Union Minister for Port Shipping and Waterways, Sri Sarbanand Sonwal, has launched a port mobile application called My Port app in Kolkata. Then, the app includes all port details. So, see, this is an app. Let's not see what is there in the app. So, the minister has also launched a project worth rupees 352 crore. Right? Then, the minister has also inaugurated a 1 megawatt solar plant in Haldia Port. So Haldia Port is in the state of West Bengal. Okay. So what is there in the My Port app? In the My Port app, so there are different information for the port users, right? So it's a digital repository of information. Let's move forward to RBI's fourth regulatory sandbox cohort. So the Reserve Bank of India announced that prevention and mitigation of financial fraud will be fourth cohort under the regulatory sandbox structure. The RBI has decided to facilitate a one-tap application for themes of cohort earlier closed. So one-tap application will be open. The measure is expected to ensure continuous innovation. So the what is regulatory sandbox? You already know this, right? So the Reserve Bank of India announced a fourth cohort, okay, under the regulatory sandbox structure. So let's move to the next news article, that is MobiKwik receives SEBI's approval for rupees 1900 crore IPO. MobiKwik has released SEBI's approval for rupees 1900 crore IPO. Okay, so out of this 1500 crore will be mocked through the fresh issue and 400 crore will be offloaded through the offer for sale route by existing shareholders. Now, so Sindhu Airport under the UDAN scheme. Civil Aviation Minister Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurated Greenfield Sindhurga Airport under the UDAN scheme. 381 routes and 61 airports, including 5 heliports and 2 aerodromes, are operational under the UDAN. Very important. So this is the latest. To date, 381 routes, 61 airports. Okay, the same line is being repeated. Right? Now, this is not important. What is important is the UDAN scheme. So this was launched in 2016, Ure Desh Ka Har Nagrik. Okay, this innovative scheme to help the regional aviation market. The objective of the scheme is to create affordable yet economically viable profitable flight on regional routes so that flying becomes affordable for common towns. Right? So this is operational for the year for 10 years. Okay. So many small cities has been connected under the scheme. So with this, again, we have come to the end of this lecture. Let's meet in the other lecture. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Best of luck for your examination from Team Track Green.